Still do the road in my socks, like who's gonna stop me? You, him, little man, I got blue slims. Don't be an idiot, move smart. I've been killing it, new king. You weren't ready for my new stuff. You're a boy by yourself, go and group up. And when Crep went states for the BTs, I was covering Crep like a boot cut. If mad, it's a family ting, straight family ting. Dumb man, I broke no salary ting. Had a young ting called Amy telling me to come round hers on a Valerie ting. Hashtag Murky Academy ting. You were like art and the gallery ting. Dumb boy there wanna chat about bars, wanna chat about. But you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, I'm too hot. I got money in my shoebox. I'm the man of the house when my show sold out like the brother from the Boondocks. Beat Swan on my boombox. Still meat from the stew pot. Man, I'm go sick when my tune drops. Little man, that's a hooplo, not a hoopla. What? Pronounce it right. I go Maggie, I'm down to die for this. I don't care, bro, I'm down. Man stressed, so I'm bound to like my slips. Wait, I'm bound to ride for flips. Real G's gonna ride around to this. Man, I got no time to write at this. I never left my 9 to 5 for this waste man thing. I don't care what rave man's in. I came here to relax, but if it gets mad, make a young boy take man's things. Try to tell me I'm way too big to rebel. Nah, man, you're never too big to rebel. I was in the O2 singing my lungs out rude, but you're never too big for Adele. Leave my yard, blow a kiss to my girl. Salute to my sister as well. Gotta keep trophies down at my mum's bit. Man, I'm getting way too big for my shelf. Man, I see bare MCs on the sideline, but I still got a couple bangs in the pipeline. Man, I got grown men at me. You're getting way too old for the timeline. You're getting way too old for a diss. Should've looked after your kids. Get out the booth, go home to your son. It's never too late to commit. It's like man, love, put my name in a random flag, get a plane to Qatar. This year I learned how to take care of business. Next year I'll learn how to play the guitar. You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you.
Hurry up, here we go.
Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth.
As we go on.
Let's go! 319! 319! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Let's go!
There's a little sunshine.
Set! Blue 90! Let's go!
Yes, I do.
Now let's go. Green 39. All right, here we go. Alright, here we go. 399 Philly, here we go. Here we go now. 319. Detroit, Detroit. Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Set, boom, now Detroit, Detroit. Hurry up, here we go. Set, boom, landed. No, check it out. Hurry up, here we go. 599 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Something that I'm proud of, out of the box, in the box to the world, and the vision we've lost. I'm an apostrophe. I'm just a symbol to remind you that there's more to see. I'm just a product of the system of catastrophe, and yet a masterpiece, and yet I'm half deceased. And when I am deceased, at least I go down to the grave and I have to leave the body and my soul to be a part of me. I'll do all it takes, whatever it takes, 'cause I love the adrenaline in
dumb it down, go stupid. Since 17, been counting M's, my bank accounts on goofy. They say, gave up. Now who know what the truth is? Chicago full of, my garage is full of hoopers. Got that southern drawl and all that. My like ball bags. Cause I got something to say and all y'all can't get y'all ball back. If I ain't a hot boy, then we need call sacks. Daddy back, y'all never fall back. Like clocks in the winter time, we stay eating like a dinner time. Been feasting and feasting and feasting big, but it ain't no crime. We don't know the meaning of drought cause we keep so wet. Boy, I swear now it's been a while. Just speaking in general, boy, there is no formidable opponent or anthem that on it. Never step on it. When you want it, mind the kind of give it hope when they down and out. Dig a hole so deep, ain't no climbing out.
Yeah, I hear him talking reckless, I won't even stress. Just kill him softly while my press won't even address. They say it only at the top, it's just the best. Don't you see me out here shining, barely flexing? I hear him talking reckless, I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press, won't even address. They say it only at the top, and it's the best. And even if we die today, don't live forever, live forever. Live forever, live forever, live forever.
Yo, listen, just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though. So go, slow, back my logo, for show, go, get down on the. Yo, listen, just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though. So go, slow, back my logo, for show, go, now get down on it.
I've been since my early days, I've been stuck in my worldly ways. Propaganda, press, pan the camera, please don't look at me in my face. Everybody might see my pain, off the rail, might myself. Bored with life as aboard this plane. Steward this sex if I need help. Maybe what's your last name? Hopefully it still ain't been changed. Something about you make me not doubt your aqua silence. My brain scream louder. Asking when I'm gon' myself. Couple problems, my cash ain't help. Human issues too strong for tissue. False provider, war mass by wealth. Move your body if you came here to party. If not, then pardon me. How I'm supposed to have a good time with death and destruction's all I see. Out the sight, I'm out of my mind. The sound of sunshine is calling me. The vibrations is all I need. All I need, all I need. Party people, yeah. Party people, I'd like to see you dance. Party people, yeah. Party people, I'd like to see you dance. Party people, move. Party people, I'd like to see you groove. This is how we do. This is how we do. Deja view from a bayside view. I see black cats in the daytime too. I see black cats on the daytime news. When handcuffed, wrist and his skin turned blue. I met guy once at the rendezvous and felt starstruck.
Vince, the car's outside.
Got things to do, got to make my moves. I can't miss my flight and miss you too, boo. First class seats is overrated. Won't go unless they overpay us. Nowadays I'm overdating. My is strict for the hurt. Stay well acquainted. Their morning is calling me. Good vibrations is all I need. All I need. All I need. Move your body if you came here to party. If not, then pardon me. How I'm supposed to have a good time with death and destruction's all I see. Out the sight, I'm out of my mind. The sound of sunshine is calling me. Good vibrations is all I need. All I need. All I need. Party people, yeah. Party people, I'd like to see you dance. Party people, yeah. Party people, I'd like to see you dance.
like the way it sounds, Frody? Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Two. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that in my mommy. I will never give my heart to a I can just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, all in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. Shake it. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black Pippins. I swag different. That's why the fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day, get ride around Queens on the jet ski. It's me. Every day, get to the day I die. Every day, get man, I that and I that bouncing up and down. Nearly broke. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah.
Cause, but I still love.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Broncos are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Bengals, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
On second down, Anderson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Lynch to throw. Forced out to his left. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Lynch. And that'll be incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Second and 10 now. It's Lynch. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a third down. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a run with Anderson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And some room to maneuver. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Denver getting set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, A 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, here's Lynch. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Vincent Ray. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Lynch. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
As aggressive as Cincinnati is on defense, I was surprised that they only had 33 sacks last season.
Yeah, bottom half of the NFL.
I think that helped contribute to them not making the playoffs. Remember, they had a nice little run going. That's the first time they missed in the last 6.
Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And tough starting field position here. Now the rookie from Oklahoma, it's Joe Mixon. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he goes down. Dalton couldn't get rid of it, and that will be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now Lynch on first down. A dump off to Anderson. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here we go. Green, over.
They'll run Anderson, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. C.J. Anderson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 16. While we have a minute, we remind you that later tonight we'll have a couple of NFC East rivals squaring off, the Eagles and the Cowboys from Big D.
Or Arlington. Got to make sure we get it right.
To be more precise there in the Metroplex. Then tomorrow night, Week 11, we'll wrap up with a playoff rematch from the divisional round a year ago, the Falcons and Seahawks, but this time from Seattle. And Dalton to throw. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down, Dalton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. The connection since 2011, Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Again, it's Mixon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now the left-footed punter in his 9th year, Kevin Huber, on to kick. Emmanuel Sanders deep for the Broncos. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! Back there! Over!
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Green, the tight end, in motion. Toss play. This is Anderson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, Lynch. That's to his rookie tight end, Jake Butt. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go! Blue landed!
A 1st down carry here for Charles. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 1:57 to go in this 1st half. Back to Denver right after this. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go!
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he's got room. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
Detroit!
On 3rd and 1, it's Lynch. Going underneath for Charles. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jamal Charles with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. It's second down. Dalton looking. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And getting a look at the Wildcat here.
Let's go!
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw on second down. Lynch, left side here to Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Lynch to throw. Screen play, Anderson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the gun, Lynch. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And a loose football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Lynch. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a Wildcat formation here. Out of the Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now, the Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. They'll let their receiver run it out of the Wildcat. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Dalton throwing on second down. Going deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by George Iloka. The 40. He's at the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. First and 10 for Dalton. Green with a catch left side. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way, and they want to see that continue.
So here we go, first and 10 now. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. To throw on second down. Dalton. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Dalton here from the gun. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Here's Dalton on the sack. Von Miller in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Following the penalty, here's Charles. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll throw on first down with Lynch. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10. It's Lynch again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Lynch. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd down following the run. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Room here to run. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. And that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. run here with Mixon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And now to the air, Dalton. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Vernon Butler able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. From midfield here, Dalton. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Vincent Ray coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Lynch now, work to do, certainly after that sack. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lynch. They'll roll him out right. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The catch is made. Benny Fowler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he lost the football. Charles loses it. And the Bengals grab it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And a great spot to start this drive from here. All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The H-back, Ryan Hewitt, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Throwing again. Dalton. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end, and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Eifert, the man in motion. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Play action now. Dalton. Steps away to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start. At the 21-yard line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And now Lynch. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
On the run, it's Charles. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now.
Green, the tight end, in motion.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st down, it's Charles again. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Lynch to throw. A dump off for Charles. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. The toss play to Mixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted a 3rd of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. And the slot man goes in motion left. to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the fourth. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Being chased out left. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Huge first down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock ticking as Lynch hurries his guys to the line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Dancing to his left. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 4th now in Carson. And the Bills have wound up winning that one. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
Green, the tight end, in motion. One last shot for Lynch. Escaping the pressure right. Now a death. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah, yeah, yeah.